Okay, here we are with my brand new ADV2, completely fresh board. I didn't ride it yet at all, just tested it at home. This will be the first time it will touch ground. This tire is completely fresh. So before I can ride that, I have to unmask myself.
Audience, stay with me.
Ta-da! What did you expect? It's the same face you could see in all my previous videos. I just never spoke directly to the camera because it feels super awkward. You can help me out by pressing the thumb up button. Okay, so now, as said, this board is completely fresh. It's charged up to 90% actually. But yeah, never been ridden. Just did a quick test at home. So this will be my very first step on the board with shoes on. It still has the default tune. The only settings I changed were the necessary safety settings like the max amps. And what I also changed is I enabled POSI. I do not like dual zone sensors. Ooh. Smooth. Okay, it feels a bit stiff because I'm used to a way softer tune. This is way harder than what I ride normally. Almost I can't hit the nose to the ground, but yeah, here we go. Okay, so I think I should do a drop for the culture, right? I thought of maybe bonking the mask, but I don't know, with the fresh board, the fresh tire, and here the run-up is really short, so maybe a bit too short for a bonk. But yeah, let me put my helmet on. Okay. Oh, the battery is down to 80% already. Weird.
Okay, let me explain you the issue with the battery. With the first batch of boards, the BMS doesn't allow charging up to 84 volts, so I can't reach a full 100% charge. When using the hypercharger, the battery keeps cycling. It charges, then stops, and then starts again after a while. I believe this is the BMS discharging for cell balancing before restarting the charge. However, this cycle never seems to complete, which is quite frustrating, especially since the hypercharger is really loud and this on and off is super annoying. But even with a regular charger, I can't reach 84 volts. After charging it to the max, the light bar initially shows 10 bars, but then quickly drops to 9, and then after 2 kilometers, it drops to 8 bars. But from there on, the battery drains very slowly and I can ride about 40 kilometers and end up with 3 bars on the light bar. So it's still enough range for me, and all first batch customers will receive an updated BMS soon, which hopefully resolves this issue once for all.
Okay, I'm procrastinating the drop, but here we go. Yeah! Wow, that felt smooth. Wow, that felt really smooth, I must say. Ah, nice. Yeah, maybe with a stronger motor, I guess the landings are smoother, right? The IMU is a little bit unbalanced. I feel like the nose is a bit higher than the tail actually. I'm not so used to the default tune, so maybe it's just that. Let me quickly ride the board the other way around. So, let's see if... Okay, now it feels like the tail is a bit down. Is it? I'm not sure. I think this is a bit more up. What I will do now is I'll adjust the IMU. This is really a pain in the ass all the time. On the ADV1, you had to do the whole configuration on your own. Now it comes pre-configured, but no matter if you do it on your own or if it's pre-configured, the IMU settings are never correct, just like from doing the calibration. It's always a little bit off. So what you have to do is go to app-config IMU and then, or maybe let me check something. Is the roll correct actually? I think the roll should be leveled. Yeah, I think the roll is fine. It's just the pitch. So, app CFG, IMU pitch rotation. Click on read just to be sure that it's the right values. Now I go a little bit down. Let's test this, right? How does it feel now? Okay, now it's lowered. I think it's too low now. Or is it? Yeah, it feels a little bit too low. So somewhere in between. Let's go to 3 degrees. That might be good. Still a little bit down. Not sure. I think it's really hard to figure this out. Okay, both directions are feeling the same more or less now. So I think we are fine. A little bit up, just a tiny bit. Let's say 2. Let's see how it feels. Let's say 1. So 3.1. Okay, 3.1 it is, I think. Yeah, this feels quite natural. I will write a little bit with the default tune, and then I'll check my tune, how it feels. I think the tire is rubbing a little bit against the mini fenders. Let me try to capture this on camera. It's just a little tiny bit, I think. Can you hear this? It's just a little tiny bit. I will replace them anyways. As I said in the previous video, I'm not a fender guy. I will use a fender delete, I think. Yeah, when I'm carving, I can hear something rubbing a little bit. I guess it's just those. I think it's just those little nupsies here. Yeah, it's just those, I guess. Okay. Okay, so it's the Forza tire, which comes with the board. I did not replace it. I think it's a good tire actually. A lot of people just buy the ADV1 or the ADV2 and replace the tire right away without even testing that. But if you are new to the sport, just keep it as it is. Just get a first impression. And once you know what you want, what you do like about the tire, what you don't like, then you can maybe replace the tire. You really do not have to replace it right away. All my videos, everything you can see on my channel, been filmed on the Forza tire. That's like my third ADV basically. I had the ADV1 Pro and the ADV1 regular with Pro battery. And all the time I rode the Forza tire. Then I even got like another tire from a friend which was used. So that's like my fourth Forza tire. With a new tire, it feels a little bit like a brick. When you try to carve, you can't really go on the edge of the tire. Like when riding really slow, you can like lean on it like this. But when you ride faster, you can't really go on the edge. But that's normal. You just have to break in the tire, like ride it for maybe 200 kilometers or something. And this goes really quick, like 200 kilometers is really nothing. So, and then the tire will feel better and better after time. And if you tried like some trail riding, street riding, and you know what you want to do, then you can choose another tire you like maybe. The next time I will replace the tire, I will also try something different, but for now I'm fine with the Forza tire. Okay, besides the tire and the tune, I don't really feel much difference. Maybe the motor feels a little bit stronger. It feels a little bit more responsive, but this could also be the tune. The riding is smooth. I expected it to be a bit more quiet maybe. So maybe let's try my tune now. So, app UI. And then this is like the tune I ride all the time. Oh, maybe I should have saved the other one. I'm not sure if the default tune that comes with the board is the same as the default tune you can get from this list here. So here you see the default tune, and I'm wondering if that's the same tune that comes with the board actually. You won't find out because I overridden it right now. Yeah, let's try my tune, how this feels. Then I can have a better impression of how different the board is. This tune is much more loose. The board still feels super smooth. Not so responsive anymore because I like this tune to be a little bit more loose. But it still feels very strong. Shall we try to go a little bit faster maybe? Okay, so you can see the speed now. I'm not sure how accurate it is. Because depends on what tire diameter is set, but I think it's fine for just testing it. Okay. Whoa! Whoa! Shit! Really? Okay. 35 kilometers per hour. It's like nothing. I'm normally not riding really fast. I do not like to go too fast. I'm afraid of nosediving and all that. Okay, 35 kilometers. Whew. But as I said, I'm not sure how accurate this is. Maybe let's see what the speed in float controls. I'm not sure if this is showing GPS speed or motor speed. I'm not so good with float control. I'm never riding with a phone. Let me show you my actual phone. This is not the phone I'm using for phoning. This is my regular phone. I'm not used to a smartphone, so I never use like float control while riding. What does the speed say? Okay. Yeah, it shows the same. Okay, that's really scary. I don't think I can run out of 35 kilometers per hour. Yeah, better go safe for now. Get familiar with the board before trying to break any speed limits. If you're new to the sport, do not ride that fast. It feels like super easy. It feels like nothing, like you just lean forward and you go 35 kilometers per hour. It's like nothing. But go slow first, like try to ride the tempo you can still run out, and then maybe try a few tricks or something where you could fall, and then if you fall and you get used to falling and you know how it feels to fall and you get a little bit respect of falling, then you can still decide if you want to go fast or not. But even if it feels like super easy, like you have everything under control, believe me, there can always be a speed wobble or your board can go off or whatever. You're never like protected from that. No matter if it's an ADV or a future motion board or a DIY Vesca fun wheel, it can always happen. So if you're new, go slow.
Slow the fuck down, people.
And then build up on that and maybe go a little bit faster once you're really confident. Once you're over Mount Stupid, then you can go faster. Okay, let's start with some basic tricks. So I'm trying to balance this thing. Okay, super basic trick, a little bit tricky maybe on the new tire. Oh shit! Embarrassing. It's really hard on a new tire. It's still like a brick. You have to break it in. We'll give it another try. Okay, here we go. And now nudge up and do the same thing in the other direction. Okay. Something's rattling a little bit. I think that's the, yeah, that's the handle. But I do not care actually. Okay, let's go up this thing. Let me see how far I can get up this thing. A little bit more. Maybe a little nose tap. Wow, shit!
Willst du jetzt jumpen?
Nee, ich will nicht jumpen.
Du warst doch schon ganz oben.
Well, actually, I think I could jump. Should I jump? I don't know if I should try it today. Leave a comment below if you want me to jump this thing. Maybe I can do it in another video. Let me do one more try of a little nose step. Ah, shit. One more time. Okay. Board actually feels really smooth. Now that I'm getting used to a little bit, this thing feels smoother somehow than on my ADV1. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because it's a little bit stronger, maybe because the bearings are fresh. Everything is fresh. My board already has a ton of sand in the bearing. I did a lot of sand riding, so maybe it's this. But what we could try is, let's try to get up this bank. How far will the ADV1 go up versus the ADV2? Start like from here, so we can see which one is more powerful. Ah, shit. I think I need like to tune it a bit differently. Or let's go from maybe from here to, so the ATR kicks in a little bit more. Like from this. This is the starting position. Ah. Let's first try with my ADV1. Okay, I'm connecting to my ADV1. And now I'm just setting the same tune. So it's the same tune on both boards. Maybe the IMU is a little bit different. I mean, the motor configuration is for sure different. That's like the whole point of the new board. Let's see how they compare. Okay, we start from here, from 0, and see how far we get up. Okay, so we got a measuring. This feels somehow a little bit stiffer. I think it's because of the stronger motor, because the tuning is the same, but it feels like a little bit more responsive, I think. So let's see how this performs. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh. Board down. So far, not much better than the ADV1. I would have expected more. But yeah, maybe I have to fiddle around a little bit with ATR settings, because I think I do not have set a strong ATR. Maybe let's try another tune. First, let's give it another try. But I couldn't really carry the momentum. I think this was my fault. One last try. Weird, it's weird. It feels less strong actually. That surprises me. But yeah, let's try another tune. Okay, ADV2 connected. Okay, and now we go to App UI and we'll try what investments all around set for ATR. Okay, it has some ATR, but not much. Let's just crank it up to 2. Okay, right. Let me first maybe get a little bit used to the tune. How does it feel? Okay. It's more aggressive brakes than my tune. Okay. Okay, let's try to go up. Okay, here we go. I think. Oh, little motor crunch. Okay, that's maybe the record for now, but I think we can go higher. I feel like I didn't carry enough momentum into this. Ah, shit, too much nose drag. I mean, I could cheat much more. I could give it like a constant tilt back or something. Let's try one more time. Not quite. And a little bit motor crunch. I don't know what to say about this. I would have expected more. Let's try to give it a little bit more constant tilt back. Okay, constant tilt back. We go up to, let's say 3 degrees. Oh no, that's too much. I think that would be hard to ride. Let's say 2 degrees. Right. Okay. Okay. I have to get used to the constant tilt back. I can lean much more forward. Okay, here we go. I think I can go up a little bit higher even. Okay, now that's what I'm looking for. Okay, let's see if we can get up as high with the ADV1. Let's choose the same tune here. Okay, let's save this tune. Let's give it a name. I don't know. Up the bank. Save. Okay, we've got this tune here. Now we disconnect from the ADV2. We connect to the ADV1. We go to App UI and we choose the same tune now. Okay. Feels a little bit like the bowl tune with push function. Okay, same starting position. Okay, not quite as far, but it was the first try. I think we can get more out of it. Yeah, much more. That's like the good thing about VASC. When you try this on a future motion board, I'm not sure about the GTS, but with an XR, if you go up like this and you reach the point where it doesn't have enough torque anymore, then it just like rolls down super fast. It doesn't try to hold you and get down slowly, but you just fall off.
Come on, you can do this, GT. What the fuck?
The last try. Try to lean in as much as possible. For the last try with the ADV2. Okay, one more try. That's really weird actually. I would have expected the ADV2 to be much better. Okay. Okay, this was pretty high, but I think it's more or less the same so far. Let's give it one more try. Whoa. One last try. Ah shit, I nose dragged too much. One more try, one more clean try. Okay, okay, that's a new record. Okay. Okay, at least we get higher up on the ADV2 than on the ADV1. But I can't say if it was just pure luck or if it really was the motor. What I also have to say is the ADV1 is charged up to 100%, while the ADV2 is just charged up to 80% right now.
I also forgot to mention that the ADV1 I was using had the V1 motor, Most ADV1s out there have the V2 motor. Only the first 200 or so units had the V1. And the V1 has less top-end speed, but more low-end torque, which probably gave it a little advantage in this test here. Secondly, my ADV2 has the first batch ADV500 controller, which can only handle 220 amps of absolute maximum current, and that limits the safe motor current max to 150 amps. The updated controller, which we all be getting soon, can handle 270 amps, allowing for a motor current max of 180 amps. And that 30 amps difference should be noticeable. So I likely have to redo this test with an ADV1 with V2 motor and an updated ADV2 once I get the update. And I'll also try to do it without a curve in the run-up, since that makes the result more dependent on me, the rider, than on the board.
Would really like to see a comparison with the GTS. Unfortunately, I don't know anybody with a GTS. And no one would spend so much money here in Europe for this thing. At least no one I know.
Okay, so who is this board for? Frankly, no one.
What shall we do next? Okay, I now go back to my default tune. Okay, I also did not try a curb nudge yet. So here we go. Whoa, that was really smooth. This curb is pretty tricky to nudge up because it's waxed up completely. It has some volume. I would really like to bonk with the ADV2 over the ADV1. Do you think we can get this? Okay, we'll first just bonk over the tail, just to make sure we get the distance and everything. Like this. Let's start easy. Okay. Oh, fuck. Messed up the curb nudge. One more try. Here we go. Huh. Okay, do we think we can make it over this here? Should be doable. But... Ah, fuck it. Should we maybe first jump over something soft, like my jacket maybe? Same height. I'm not sure if I can bonk up that high. Okay, that wouldn't have worked out. Ne?
So, das war rüber.
Ja?
Ja.
Das ist noch einmal, ich muss safe gehen nochmal. Oh, scheiße. Okay, one more try. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, I slipped away. Oh, what did I do? What the fuck did I do here? Oh, shit. Oh, fuck, that hurt. Oh, it's slippery. This thing is slippery. Okay, I have to be careful. Okay.
Okay, das wäre gewesen, ja.
Okay, ja.
Dann drüber.
Ja.
Ja.
Fuck. Scheiße. Okay, you know what? We'll give it a try for the culture. Like this. What could go wrong? Ich bin daneben gesprungen, oder?
Nee, was ist hier mit berührt hier?
Okay, one more try. Okay. Wow. Okay, I think we are done here. Maybe let's try 180 bonk. It's a fresh tire, so I'm a bit afraid of getting tacoed, but let's give it one try. Oh, first try. One more. Yeah. Okay, I'm really surprised. It's a fresh tire. It's bonking really good, so I have enough time to get the board around the full 180, or at least most of it. Let's try something else. This did not work out. Wanted to try a 360 no comply. That's one more try. That's like the worst ground to do this trick, but we'll try it. Ah, shit. Okay, one more try. Oh, scheiße. Okay, could really feel the power how it bumped into my leg. Okay, that's it for this video, I guess. But I will for sure film some more with maybe some trail riding. I mean, for now we only rode on asphalt and whatever this is, Pflasterstein. What would you like to see in the next video? Range test? I think I'll do a range test. I guess my legs don't have enough range for the wheel, but I'll try my best. That's it for now. The ADV2. So far I can't say anything bad about it. I thought it would get up maybe a little bit higher on the bank compared to the ADV1. Yeah, but other than that, it felt really good. Okay, see you on the next one.